Hi people, how you will be back to my YouTube channel. I'm Victoria Nanis. In case you're new here and in case you're returning, thank you very much. Have you subscribed? If not, what are you waiting for? Please go ahead and press the red button and on the notification bell so that every time I upload new videos, you get notified. It is a Sunday and it's time for Trending with Victoria. Remember, this is a segment that comes your way every Sunday, and yes, it contains 5 stories from any part of the world. Our first story comes in from Uganda, and specifically from the Buganda region or Buganda kingdom, where an audio was being spread on different social media platforms that the Kabaka of Buganda, or the king of Buganda, had passed on. Sabasajja Kabaka wa Buganda gutusinze baffe. It was wrong news that the Kabaka of Buganda had passed on, and I don't know where people actually got from this news to start spreading wrong news about the Kabaka of Buganda. I don't know what their intention was for them to come out and say that you know what, the Kabaka of Buganda has died. That is false news that I want to come here and tell everyone that it was false news. The Kabaka of Buganda is very alive, and he's very well. He's actually in Nairobi. Immediately after that news was actually spread, the following day the State House of Kenya posted pictures of the Kabaka of Buganda, who is in Nairobi as I speak right now. He visited different leaders, including President Uhuru Kenyatta, including Laila Odinga and other leaders in Kenya. And yes, some of the comments that I read on that post were comments about Kenyans, speaking good about the Kabaka of Uganda, the Kabaka of Buganda, and yes, emphasizing more about our culture, because Kabaka is a cultural leader, and emphasizing more about our Kabaka and showing that they are so grateful to have him in their beautiful country. Now, this is one of the things that people keep talking about, the spreading of wrong news on social media platforms. This was one of them where people went on spreading this news. But I want to tell everyone who is concerned with the Buganda kingdom that our Kabaka is fine. Our Kabaka is alive and kicking, and we give God the glory for that and continue praying for him to be alive. And yes, we still say gutusinze Sabasajja Kabaka wa Buganda. That leads us to the second story, which comes in from Uganda, where coronavirus cases are spreading like wildfire. What are we doing wrong? Why are we having these cases increasing after the lockdown has been almost done? After lockdown has been eased, do we want to go back to another lockdown? Do we want to face the effects that we faced before while we're in the lockdown? What are we doing wrong, Ugandans? Now, this is a cry to all of us out there that whatever we are doing, we are not doing enough. As I speak this, before I came on here, there are 90 new cases that were reported by the Ministry of Health, and yes, yesterday there were 318 new cases that were being reported from all over Uganda. Most of them came from Amul district, and many are coming from Kampala district. Kampala happens to be the capital city of Uganda. Yes, that has many people, that hosts so many people, where many people go to work, and there are so many cases of people that are dying of coronavirus in Uganda. So I'm asking myself, what are we doing wrong? What have we failed to do? Why aren't we following the procedures that we are supposed to follow? Why aren't we following the standard operating procedures? Why aren't we wearing those masks? Why aren't we washing our hands the way we have been told? Why aren't we social distancing? Where are we going wrong in this country? Where are the cases coming from? Now, this comes as a reminder to all of us, or as a cry that let us do the little that we are supposed to do. Let us be each other's keeper. Let us be our brother's keepers before we see many of us dying due to coronavirus, or before we all fill up hospitals because of coronavirus or COVID-19. So to my dear Ugandans, or to my fellow Ugandans, this is a cry to all of us. This is a reminder to all of us that we have the virus. It is there and it's spreading like wildfire, and we all do not want to partake of it, and we all do not want to walk back into a lockdown that we had at one point, where so many people were affected. Yes, there is a rumor that is circulating that we may have a second lockdown, but what are we doing? Is it the solution, or we are the solution and we are failing to adhere to the smaller procedures that we are supposed to follow? So as a Ugandan, I call upon all of us to follow these procedures. I call upon us to wear our masks wherever we're going to. I call upon us to avoid social gatherings. I call upon us to social distance. I call upon us to wash our hands, and I call upon us to use our sanitizers. And let's continue to story number 3, which still comes in from Uganda, where BobiWine, the ghetto gladiator, Honorable Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, was declared the sole candidate for his party, that is the National Unity Platform Party, or the National Unity Platform. And this comes at the time when Andrew Mwenda came out to say that he also picked nominations over the party, though I don't know why he did not return his papers as well. When BobiWine returned papers this week, he was accompanied by his son and his first born son, Solomon Kampala. And yes, they were tear gas, but that did not stop the ceremony or the occasion from taking place at their headquarters in Kamwokya. BobiWine happens to be the leader of the People Power Movement, or the National Unity Platform, that was started up by him. And yes, one Andrew Mwenda, who happens to be a seasoned journalist, a political commentator, a political analyst, also picked forms sometime back for that same position, but he did not return his papers, just like Honorable Kyagulanyi Ssentamu did. And for that matter, he was announced as the flag bearer for National Unity Platform, the position of the president come 2021. And yes, he went ahead and thanked people on his different social media platforms for, entrusting him and for believing in him. This happened in amidst so many people that are leaning towards his party. And yes, comes to the ghetto gladiator, or Honorable Kyagulanyi Ssentamu. And story number 4 comes in from Hoima district, which is a district in Uganda, where one Joseph Kabuleta, who is also called the Watchman, he preaches about the Watchman series. Joseph Kabuleta also wants to take on the presidency come 2021. Yes, he's standing for the presidential position on his own ticket or as an independent. This week went to his home district, that is Hoima, and he came out of the car to wait for the people, but he was not warmly welcomed like maybe he expected it to be. When this happened, police was called and they were told to take him to hospital because people thought that he was sick or he had a problem, while the spokesperson of police was addressing the nation about what happened in Hoima. He said that, these are things that take place in Kampala, which happens to be the capital city of Uganda. People are not used to such things in districts like Hoima. So people thought that, maybe he had a problem and he needed to be taken to hospital, meaning he wasn't warmly welcomed. But whatever it is, we wish him all the best as he's standing up for the presidential position. And yes, we will get to know him slowly by slowly, though I don't think the rest is waiting for people to be known slowly by slowly. And next time, before you go to your home area, Mr. Kabuleta, please announce, make an announcement and let those people know that, you know what, our child, our own is in the area, and let them warmly welcome you. Let them not be, taken by surprise that, who is this? Because that is what they are doing. They are asking themselves, who is this? Who is he? And what is he doing in our home area? Literally, he was not known in their home country. But we wish him the best come 2021. The race for presidential elections in Uganda is becoming tighter and tighter every day. And as we are drawing to 2021, things are becoming more tougher and tougher. And so many people are joining. And yes, that leads me to Form 6 vacants, who also picked up nomination forms from the Electoral Commission in Uganda, and he wants to take over the presidential position come 2021. We as well wish him the best, plus all the others who want to take on this position of the presidency. And number 5 comes in from America, where the former President Barack Obama, who happened to ever be the first Black American president to rule America, came out this week and condemned the presidency of President Donald Trump, who happens to be the president of America as we speak right now, and who is also vying for the second term of presidency in America. He did condemn him while he was addressing the Democratic National Congress convention, where there were different Democrats. And yes, in his speech, he said that Trump failed to, take on this office and to embrace its roles and do what this office is required of him.
I have sat in the Oval Office with both of the men who are running for president. I never expected that my successor would embrace my vision or continue my policies. I did hope, for the sake of our country, that Donald Trump might show some interest in taking the job seriously, that he might come to feel the weight of the office and discover some reverence for the democracy that had been placed in his care. But he never did. For close to 4 years now, he has shown no interest in putting in the work, no interest in finding common ground, no interest in using the awesome power of his office to help anyone but himself and his friends. No interest in treating the presidency as anything but one more reality show that he can use to get the attention he craves. Donald Trump hasn't grown into the job because he can't. And the consequences of that failure are severe. 170,000 Americans dead. Millions of jobs gone, while those at the top take in more than ever. Our worst impulses unleashed, our proud reputation around the world badly diminished, and our democratic institutions threatened like never before.
What do you think about Obama's speech? What do you think about what he said about President Trump? Do you think President Trump has played his role and he's not being appreciated, or he has not played his role? Let us have more conversation in the comment section. But otherwise, those have been my 5 stories of the week. What stories made your week? Go to the comment section and let's have a chat there. Tell me which stories made your week. And while there, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and tell a friend to subscribe to my channel. See you in my next video.